So I'm just going to do the next video in progression straight on from the intro one. So the blog leaves off heading to Cambodia in like December time, maybe late November, I really don't remember. So Cambodia was really good. We arrived in Phnom Penh, the capital, quite late-ish, like 11-ish. It was really dark and raining a lot, but it was good. We waited around for like 3 hours to get a taxi. The roads in Cambodia are really mental in the regard that you'll have like a Toyota pickup truck with literally 15 people in the back just sort of hanging out, and these taxis that really weren't taxis, more like vans. But you get through eventually. The traffic was quite bad. It was maybe 2 hours of traffic because there's not lanes so much as spaces, and then you go into the spaces and that gets you to where you want to go. So in Phnom Penh, we arrived, we were quite tired, but we just sort of hung around for a bit, explored the area, ate some food. The next day did some more exploring, went to some markets, stuff like that. Went shopping, kind of. Lots of nifty things you can buy, mostly narcotics and knives and hats and electronics that you wouldn't really trust from that place. But yeah, it was fun. And then on the second day, in the night time, we'd sort of go out looking for bars and pubs and stuff. There's not really much of a good bar/pub scene in Phnom Penh because it's not that kind of place. It's just more sort of cultural. Speaking of which, the next day we did this. It's like a cultural tour almost that everyone says you should do for Cambodia, where you go to this place called the Killing Fields. It's about as morbid as it sounds. Basically, there was some really bad genocide-y stuff going on in Cambodia in like the 80s maybe, and then so it was like this sort of Auschwitz-style death camp kind of, where they would, there's like a tree where they used to smash babies against it, and a swamp which still had bodies in it, not that you could see, but they were there. But yeah, it was sort of really depressing. And then also we went to this prison, ex-prison, where they used to hold all these people and question them and torture them, and it was all morbid and depressing, and everyone was a bit sad. And then we went out that night to sort of drown our sorrows. But that was pretty much all the cultural stuff we did in Phnom Penh. Or was it? No, yeah, it was. We just did some more markets, some shopping at a food court sort of style thing. Asia's very different like that. What else happened? Then our group, we sort of fragmented and went separate ways. So from there we went to a place called Sihanoukville. Sihanoukville was very surprising. I thought it would just be like a really calm, beachy area, but it's actually more like Magaluf in Asia. Just loads of half-naked Australians hanging off each other's faces, and prostitutes and creepy old men with prostitutes. Like, I saw an 80-year-old with an 18-year-old. That's just weird. What else? And just lots of alcohol. And it was just like 5 days of just good, clean-ish fun. I can't really think of anything else. But basically, lots of very cheap alcohol, because orange juice costs the equivalent of $4, and a bottle of whiskey, big bottle, costs the equivalent of $1. So they're doing these like free fruit juice shots, and it's literally 90% alcohol, 10% juice. So you got quite very drunk. Not that it was a piss-uppy kind of gap year, but from there we went to a place called Kampot. It's kind of like where you go afterwards. It's the other end of the scale. So you've got parties in Sihanoukville, then you chill out in Kampot. Kampot was very hammocks and lakes and panpipes and acoustic guitars and just sort of peaceful. We just stayed in this lake house hut thing for a couple of days and just sort of monged out. Yeah, that was about it. We got bored quite quickly there, and then we we also did a countryside tour. Went through the countryside, looked at a salt farm thing, pepper plantation, a tea farm plantation, some caves, some temples, a lake, generic crap. And then from there we went back to Phnom Penh to catch a coach. We spent one night in Phnom Penh. We just sort of explored it again. We'd pretty much seen it all by then. It's quite a small city. Oh, we went to a firing range and shot like AK-47s and stuff. That was fun. For $100, you can blow up a cow with a bazooka. Yeah. And then from Phnom Penh, we went to Siem Reap. Siem Reap is in the north. It's where the Angkor Wat temples are. Went to them. They're really impressive and old. I think they're one of the wonders of the world, like the Great Wall of China, pyramids, that stuff. They were quite cool, but I'm quite young, so temples aren't really my thing. But it was fun-ish. And then Siem Reap was really good. Met lots of really great people. Had really fun times. In general, it was just good. Good, clean goodness. Very good. And then from there, that was basically all of Cambodia that we did. It was like a sort of a loop circuit that everyone does. And then from there, from Siem Reap International Airport, we flew to Thailand, which I'll do in another video, otherwise this will take like 3 days to upload. So, bye.